Hi, good morning. Today's the 17th of January 2023. 17 days already in 2023. Going quick. Anyways, we're running just about perfect today. We are at 751 total kilowatts. Pond level is 1699.63, so we're just about that high over. Tail race is running perfect at 1646.53. Doesn't get much better than that. I've got my weekly reports already done. I do those on Tuesdays. It's a normal routine thing. It lets the other guys know, the maintenance people and the engineer, what's happening, what we're doing, how things are working, and it's just an overview of what happened and what we did this week. Because we don't really have anybody to answer to, so it keeps everybody accountable. Okay, you did this, this, and this, and that's pretty much what it is. I report in like. We had rack cleaning. Production's been really well. I had to clean the racks several times this week because the flow's up, and with the flow being up, it brings more trash down there. We've had 2 small trees, 6-inch trees, get in. One got into the intake, the other one's stuck on the flashboards. The one that's on the flashboard will need the tractor to be removed. Can't get on there because the water's still coming over the top of the flashboard, so that will have to, and it's icy, and so that'll have to wait until a later date when we can get there. That kind of information is what we put in there. Talk about things like we need to adjust this or adjust that, and I'm really putting in things like we really need to consider the summer. Getting somebody in here to do masonry work on the building and seal and paint the building. And it really needs to be done. The computer's still running slow this week, today, just like it always has. So it's just sitting there trying to send the report now. It's crazy. Hey, it finally set. All right, so let's go out and take a look at the river this morning. Things are starting to lighten up a little earlier. I was just thinking, wow, we're actually seeing a little bit of twilight, pre-dawn stuff. There's a name for that. I'm not sure what it is, but it is starting to get lighter earlier. It always works, that does that, and we start to see where we can come in at 6 o'clock in the morning and be able to see everything and get everything done. And then they'll screw it up with daylight savings time. So. Yeah, that's in March, so it's supposed to be ending sometime. I'm not sure when, but we'll find out. You can see our tail race this morning. We're still running really, really well. Water level's about where it should be. But you can see the backside of the building that, with those blocks missing, the bricks missing out of there, and the block work that needs to be done. We've got some issues there that I'm going to try to get done this year. Generally, when we do that kind of stuff, you start early and poke away at them. That way, when they come up with plans, they can throw that out there to the big bosses. My previous asset manager. That's what they call the guy that I answer to. He would send out a questionnaire of what do you want? What do you want to see? What do you need done? What are the big projects that need to be completed this year? And so I would make a list, and he could work off that list. The current one, Jason, doesn't do that. He's just, but he's so busy that it's tough for him to even do anything. The only reason that the previous one isn't my asset manager anymore is because he was working on the relicensing of the facility, did not have the time to do the other stuff because the relicensing took a lot of time. As you can see, we're still there, running a little bit slower than we were yesterday. We've got no water movement on the other side, lots of ice. The ice blob up on the top is still there. It will remain there for, I would imagine, the rest of the winter. You can see down the side, we got some rocks with the good ice on them. And once before I was way out like that, but I don't really dare to walk out there because you never know when you're going to slip and slide. And just not a great time to do that kind of stuff. Chickens are out. You can hear the rooster crowing in the background because he's dumb. I did make it down yesterday to Runnings. Runnings is it's a national chain now. We're getting closer to being a national chain. They have a store down in Gloversville, and they sell everything. Hunting, fishing, horse feed, toys. So it's more of a country store. You can go in to buy mini bikes. But I had to go down and get medicine anyway, so we just went down yesterday afternoon after I worked on the boiler for a while. We went to do the generator yesterday to activate it, get it on, get it running. But the propane guys hadn't been there yet. They were supposed to have been there on Friday. Obviously, they got held back. Happens to me all the time. So I put the battery in, I did the conversion, it's ready to go. I got to go back at some point today, and I got to put the fuses back in the main panel and do the activation. It's really, truly a 10-minute thing, which is not bad. I've got to go to Indian Lake to a customer up there, my buddy Vladimir. Basically, they're my adopted family. Vladimir is a scientist on the Antarctic expedition. His wife is truly a rocket scientist. I do all of their odd and end maintenance stuff. Sometimes you don't want scientists to do maintenance because they create more havoc than they should. Vladimir was making some room underneath his kitchen cupboard because I'm putting in a reverse osmosis system. They just plug it. They're not that difficult. But I was getting ready to put this thing in, or going to put this in. He decided he'd make room underneath the cupboard, get everything cleaned out. So what he did, he found a stick that was poked up, holding up the sink. It's an undermounted sink. So he removed the stick. The sink ground. I said, he said, yeah, you know what they do and how they glue that? I said, no, I don't know what they use. That is usually done by the stone guys. When they bring the countertops in, they mount the sink to it. It's all done. It's all clamped. I said, I don't have the, and up here in the rule nothing, we're not going to find that kind of caulk or glue. I will pick up some Lexan and we'll try to do the best we can, but put the stick back. I don't know. So, sometimes just leave it alone until I get there. We'll take care of it. But this thing, I'm not sure what one he bought. I haven't even seen it. Generally, you just take you pull the supply off, and this has got a loop that goes up to the faucet, and it comes down and then goes to drinking. We'll also have a drain going off somewhere. So we have to figure all that out, and figure how that's going to work and what we're going to do and all that good stuff. As I told you before, I don't like reverse osmosis because they dump more water than they actually produce. And that's just the way the RO works. If you really want the best system is a UV light. A couple filters, the UV light, and goes right in your main, and you're done. Everything in your house then is cleaned and purified, and you don't have you don't have any strange taste. You don't have any excess water that's being dumped, and you don't really have to worry about it. Even if they have a boil water order in your village, you were safe because that's just not gonna. You're just not gonna get affected by it. It's a so if you're looking for a good solution, that is probably the best solution that's out there right now. As a matter of fact, New York City has gone completely away from utilizing any kind of a treatment system. They run everything through UV lights. Now their UV lights are a whole lot bigger than our UV lights, but they're not adding chlorine. They're obviously they still have to add fluoride to the water, which is added chemicals. I don't go along with that, but whatever they want to do. But the chlorine was bad. Chlorine's bad for your toilets to start with, because chlorine eats the seals in the floats and in the tank seals, and so that's terrible. Chlorine's also bad for your septic system, and so you got to be careful there. Speaking of septic systems, I got a call yesterday. Well, while we were working on the generator, somebody notified us, or one of the other contractors, building contractors, called and said, "Hey, we've got a customer that's got a backup. Can you come over and look at it and take care of it right away?" So we went over to look at it. Their idea was to go into the basement and open that clean out that they put in. They have a clean out where it comes out of the wall from the septic tank, comes back. They have a clean out, which is the low point of the house. All the pipes are full of water. Finished basement. And I said, well, no, we can't go through there. All of that water that's in that system is going to come out here. Oh, well, you can catch it in a one of these totes. Really? You think so? No, I don't think so. All cleanouts in your home. The main clean out should be outside of your house, between your house and your septic tank, and it should be a two-way, so we can go either back towards the septic tank or up into the house. Should not have a clean out in your basement, because number one, when it's blocked up, you can't open that. It's all coming in your basement. So do yourself a favor. If you're gonna, the next time you're cleaning, having your septic tank pumped out, find the intake where the intake pipe is, cut it and put a clean out there. Bring it up and put it right at the top of the grass. That's it. Put the cap on it and you're done. That gives us an access point to get into the thing. Makes your world a whole lot better. Me as a plumber, I don't care. I'll open that cap. I'm not cleaning up the mess. So you'll have to have a cleaning service come in after I get done. And they don't want to do that, so anyhow. So we've got to do that at some point. What we found out that the people were there for the weekend, had a lot of people there for the weekend, lots of young kids. So I suspect it's a toilet paper clog at the baffle inside the tank, or somebody just stuffed something down the toilet. In which case, the easiest thing to do is go to the tank and come up. The problem is, can we get to the tank or where the clean out is? And they gave me a map, but they did not put a riser where the clean out would be for the intake. But anyways, we'll figure that out. That's a lot of people don't realize how important that is, but it's very important to make sure that has you have a way to get to that tank. Yep. You don't have to touch it. You don't have to worry about it for 7 years, 10 years, depending on how many people are in your house, how big your tank is. But it's still gonna have to get to sometime. And if you don't want to go out there and shovel it, put a riser on it. They're inexpensive, and you know where it's at. Hey, then go around and put a fence around or something, and hide it. Whatever you need to do. Anyhow, moving on from there. Then I went from there. Went back to did some more work. Got some the vents out on the boiler that we're working on. The big controversy there yesterday was they said the homeowner was told the propane people were coming today. We found out no, they're coming Thursday. I still don't have water. The electrician was there yesterday running a power line to me. Another long process because of the way the things are there. I did leave there about 2:30 and then headed down to Gloversville. Got home about 6:30 last night. And I don't like driving at night, but that's what time I got home. When it's dark, I don't like to be out, simply because I'm old. Can't see like I used to. It used to be it didn't start anything till it was dark. Now when it's dark, it's time to go home. busy day today. You know, gonna go to Vlad's, gonna do that. Then I'm gonna go back and activate the generator. Then from there, I'm going to go back and do some more work on the boiler system. I need to start running loops. Lee didn't feel well yesterday, so I took him back home. And so we will do that. We're going to start that maybe possibly today. And again, it's going to depend on what the weather's going to do. We're supposed to have some weather come in this afternoon. And then I've got to go to Mountain Market. They've got some electrical issues on basically the sump pumps aren't working because the outlet's not working. So got to go figure that one out, get that worked out. I was supposed to be done last week, but I ran out of time before I ran out of things to do last week. Again, same thing with the propane guys. You know, you don't know what you're going to get into till you get there, and you can plan and say your best laid plan is, okay, I've got these 4 jobs, and all I've got is 4 jobs. Well, some of those jobs can end up to be 2-3 hours. So. You know, and you know, I'm not a spring chicken anymore, and I'm not going to work that late if I don't have to. So when I get the one job done, and if it's after, you know, I start at 6:30 in the morning. So if it's after 2:30 in the afternoon, I'm done. I'm done. You know, and I still have to come back here. So you know, it's usually an 8 or 9 hour day for me. And I don't want to work on the weekends, other than to come down here and they put in 3.5 hours on Saturday and on Sunday. But you know, and yes, you do that because that's what you need to do. But I don't want to. Had another guy call me out in Morehouse, which is it's probably 35 miles to the west of Speculator. Kind of southwest. It's kind of towards Utica. He's got a generator out there. This guy with the control panel, but he's decided that he's going to add on or put addition on or change something, and he needs to have the, as he said, just the conduit needs to be moved for the generator. It should be quick and easy. The problem is when there's no quick and easy thing because the wires are so long inside that. If we have to add it, move it, change it, we may have to add wire. We may have to change all the wiring in the thing. You know, we could probably put splices in somewhere. Put a splice box in on the wall, and splice it, but it's a long run, so we may just end up having to do that. I don't know. Which it's not going to be a quick and easy job, and we'll just have to look at it. You know, I'm not gonna tell you it's gonna be easy. I'm not gonna tell you it's gonna be hard. But we gotta look at it. So I gotta go out there on Friday morning and look at that. Thursday morning we're gonna try to do the septic tank, and then in the afternoon we'll go back and work on the boiler on both days. You know, we're gonna get the 2 loops in on the boiler, and then we're gonna be at a stop point till cabinetry gets in, you know, because we've got a kick heater that's got to go in, but we can get them up and running with some heat shortly. I mean, there's heat in the house now, but we can get the boiler running. All right, well, you know, that's enough for today. That's about all that I've got. I've got to get some other things accomplished today. I'll try to, you know, I keep saying I'll try to take you along. I should have taken some short video of it yesterday, but I'll do that. I'll try to do that this afternoon while I'm there. We'll take a look and see, and I can explain to you all the different things that I put in and why they're there. So other than that, you guys take care of yourselves, take care of each other, because that's really all that we've got, and have a great day.